Some of the things that came to my mind: what is the percentage of people who get this disease, that have it in their family? You certainly can't live life thinking that way. There is no true script to this.
Patrick has ALS. For the mutation that Patrick carries, we can see people succumb to the disease within a year.
Pat, I'm gonna bring your knees up toward you.
We know we're up against something really fast moving here.
Just stop over-helping on their best player. Coaching's been the best medicine. It's worked more than any of the 27 pills that I'm taking on a daily basis. Our kid got crushed. Water. One team will walk out a champion. Nothing else matters.
Something just happened that no one in this gym will ever forget.
Biggest dreams to live. The only one.
Thank you for being with us tonight. We can't say it enough. Welcome back to Game 2 of the 2024 Behan Strong Invitational. Second game tonight, Jackson Reed Tigers and the Bullis Bulldogs facing off for the second year in a row in this very spot. I'm Ken Marangolo with First Amendment Sports. We are so proud to be here tonight, joined by Kevin Ricca.
Couldn't be more proud to be sitting in between both of you for the right reason tonight here. Coach Pat Behan.
Tim Strachan.
Yeah, the Behan Strong has become such an important piece to this community, and we are all so grateful to be a part of it and so thankful for you to be along with us.
Mark Stern. Oh, so the coaches have taken turns at the mic. We'll see if we can get them. That's going to be Coach Johnson from Jackson Reed. It's Coach Bruce Kelly from Bullis.
Just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight to see the Jackson Reed Tigers. They're going Bullis. It's been a fantastic game. Just keep your hearts alive. We are here. We're here for this thing right here. And whatever you can do to help support them, whether that be financially, by good words or prayers, or put him in touch with some people who might be able to help him because he's incurring a lot of expenses every single day. Pat, on top of us, we love you and we're doing our best.
Awesome. The love in the building. There's Coach Behan and Natalie over on the baseline. And the crowd now acknowledging Coach Behan.
Coach Behan in the
on
house.
The baseline.
And his wife Natalie.
His wife Natalie, just amazing people. We'll get some intros here for you, but the QR code's on the screen. Be a part of this amazing community. All the proceeds, if you're watching tonight, we appreciate you. All the proceeds from you purchasing this bundle go to Pat's fight against ALS. We're here to raise awareness for that battle and also to support Pat in his battle. And we're getting great basketball. Everyone wins. I mean, we're getting, and I love this, watching the
players from Jackson
going
Reed
over.
Going down to say hello to Coach Behan.
Yep.
That is that's special.
Last year, this game came down to the last possession. It was a 1-point affair. It's Coach Bruce Kelly, I believe, Bullis Bulldogs pulled it off there at the very end. So that QR code's on the screen. Hit it up. Be a part of the fight. Even the referees. Now, I was hoping the referees would leave the Behan Strong t-shirts on all night. They don't always need to be wearing black and white stripes.
Well, you know what? They better watch where they leave those bad boys, because I feel like referees have stolen a few things from us in our days, right? I'm just kidding.
No,
Very awesome that those guys
none
have
of them are
those
big
on.
enough for me, though.
Hey, and shout out to Al Batista, one of the head of the officials over his time, sitting up in the stands here tonight, enjoying the basketball. My 7th and 8th grade homeroom teacher here at St. John's College High School, taking it all in. And
the ref of refs.
He's the ref of refs. You ask him a call, he'll give you a number, a dot, a letter, and something else, and quite the description.
I heard on Extra Credit he would give. Can you name this rule?
He did. Many times I went from a C to a B.
We got on the floor right now for Bullis, Tyler Boston, Caden Diggs, Jewel Walker, Jason Peterson. He's in the center waiting for the tip. And number 13, Adrian Stevens, coming out here for Jackson Reed, Joe McCray, Jaden Fort, Lucas Sakazi, Scotty Hubbard, and J.J. Massacoy. And it'll be Jaden Fort and Jason Peterson. And we're underway. Bullis controls. Right away, you're going to get a chance to see another top program in the country, ranked nationally, are these Bullis Bulldogs. They throw it away in the first possession.
Number 18, number 17, and some have them top 10.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going top 10, Ken.
Yeah, I saw one that said number 9, and I was like, I'm good. I saw it. The pixels don't lie.
No, but you watch the coaching, and that'll tell you the truth, and you'll understand exactly why. Great group of young kids. Not a better coach in the area. Bruce Kelly.
3 is good.
He's going to hit that all
Joe
day long.
McCray.
He's going to leave that open.
Puts the Tigers on the board. Inside, two-hander.
Oh,
wow.
Authoritative.
Bullis answers.
Jason Peterson making himself known in the paint.
Jason Peterson making that rim.
McCray right down the middle. Nice take. Both teams trying to figure out who's going to seize momentum of this game right now, right off the bat.
And Tyler Boston, number 0, heading to Holy Cross, should be the guy that settles it down here for the Bulldogs. And there you go, picking up the foul. He's
McCray being physical. Under 6 to go here in the first quarter, and we are proud to be joined by Coach Glenn Farello, the head coach, PVI Panthers basketball program out in Chantilly. Really one of the classiest programs in the country, representing the WCAC so well. As a school, we love seeing everything you guys are up to out there. I know it doesn't end with basketball. That community is amazing out in Chantilly, Coach. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here and bringing an amazingly talented squad for everyone to get a chance to see.
Well, thanks for having us, and thank you for the intro. Very nice things you just said. It is a great community out there with PVI. And this event, thank you for doing this. Thanks for putting this on, putting a spotlight on Coach Behan and his fight and helping support that. I think it's an amazing cause. That's why we're happy to have participated the last 2 years.
Coach, I want to get right. We talked about it almost a year ago. One of the lasting memories that I have of that championship game was your reaction to the final. It was a tight game, a tough loss, and I always tell people I don't remember ever seeing a coach in that situation look so happy for what happened. I mean, I know of course you would prefer to have won, but your grace in that moment, and certainly your relationship with Coach Behan, just it just shone right through, and it was such a magical part of the experience. You were a main character in like the goodness of it all, and I think people remember that, Coach.
Well, I appreciate that. I just thought it was an amazing game. Championship level play on both sides. Of course, you're devastated for your players. They put so much time into it, and they worked so hard for that moment. But they earned it. And Coach Behan and his staff, I thought did an amazing job of coaching that game. And it's just I respect our game. I respect our league so much, and I specifically Pat. I just think he's an amazing basketball coach. The way he's approached it, that's why one of the reasons I think we get along so well is because we have a lot of similarities in our approach and our values of how it is that we look at things. And so it was easy when you get a chance to compete against someone that you really respect and you admire and how they approach things. When you compete against them and they get you and they win, you just want to acknowledge and say, "Hey, man, good job!" Like it was a heck of a game and a heck of a season last year.
Coach, if you don't mind talking about your team a little bit, relative to years past, I know defense has always been at the crux of who you are as a head coach. In fact, some of your fans played a little pizza denial. We didn't get anything to eat at halftime. But when they come to the gym, that ball is hawked. But aside from that, talk a little bit about this year's squad.
Yeah, I mean, it has always been our foundation, that defensive side. We kind of have a joke within the program. It's the number one thing you got to do in order to play for us is play defense. The second most important thing, play defense. The third most important thing, play defense. And then we'll give you some freedom offensively. And I think it's a fair contract. And the kids sign up for it, and I think they live it the right way. I think the way we share the ball, I think the guys understand how it is that making the right play is really important to us, and this group really embodies that. Of course, we have the 5 seniors, and they really understand. But the younger guys really understand, too, and they buy into each other. And I think that's the most important thing.
How do you get everybody playing time and keep them all happy?
Yeah, you know what?
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, so it is definitely a challenge, and the kids do have to kind of give of themselves a little bit and say, understand, like, hey, if you're going to play with other great players, you're going to have to sacrifice, maybe some minutes, maybe some opportunities, maybe some shots, and some touches, but all these guys want to go and play in college, right? And you're going to play with other great players. And so the more prepared you are to do that, the more advanced you're going to be and more prepared you're going to be when you get there. And so that's the goal. The goal is to play at a high level in college, experience it now with us, and understand how hard you have to go. And, iron sharpens iron. And these kids understand that. So when they play for each other, we always talk about this. We don't like to compete against each other in practice or obviously in opportunities. We compete with each other. So we all rise up together. And I think they buy into that. And when the kids buy into it, the parents buy into it, the families, it makes it a very special thing. And some do it naturally, and some have to work on it. And I think it's a challenge, of course, but I really applaud our kids for being basketball mature in that.
We were joking whether you were going to allow us to come in and watch a practice at some point, because a practice of your squad is probably better than most games we're going to see out on the court.
Like a dream team practice.
It is actually a lot of fun to watch these kids compete in practice. They do get after each other for sure. You guys are welcome anytime. Absolutely.
We're going to remember you said that,
guys. You guys are welcome to.
Worst mistake of your life.
You know what we actually do a lot? We actually have a lot of young groups, right, come in and watch our practices. They asked us to, and we get to meet a lot of them, obviously, during like camp seasons. And so we invite them in to watch our practices, so our kids, and then talk to them after the game, or after practice, for them to just to get a chance to see what it's supposed to look like, right? I think one of the things that's really beautiful about our practices and the way our kids are wired is they don't stop. They compete against each other, and if you relax a little bit, right, someone's going to get the best of you. So
that's right.
It's a great group. Our young guys get so much better because of that, because they're playing against these older guys. That's why this next group that we have, we're really excited about, because they're learning from these older guys, and they can hold their own. They go out there and compete. It's fun. And you see it translate to someone like Jordan Hunter today, came off the bench and had a wonderful game as a sophomore. I mean, he's so talented. He's going to give us a lot of good stuff. And but he's every single day going against Ben Hammond and Darren Harris, right? And
I was going to say, if you could help us with who the young guys and old guys were, if you watch this floor, it's like, they all look like old guys. Coach, we always talk about the WCAC. We talk about the importance of that first C and the community that we are. In your travels as one of the top high school teams in the country, it's real easy for people to just see you as a basketball team. And sometimes people get lost in the shuffle of these academies and factories out there. They put great teams on the floor, but they're not a PVI. I would love for you just to say, we talk about the community at PVI. It's a neat place. I think people would be fascinated to know just how tight it is and how integral these kids are to that PVI experience for everybody.
No, very well said. I think our PVI community in a whole is so supportive. The kids really do support each other and love each other. You can see that with our 6-man when they come to a basketball game. But they do that because they support each other in all the different sports, all the different activities. It's a wonderful community. The teachers, the faculty, the administration, our head of school, Laura Swenson, sets the tone for us to be able to have a wonderful experience for everyone involved. And it is uplifting. So it's nice to see that they support us and what we do. But we also understand there's a bigger mission for the school, for what we are and who we are as a Catholic school, and the faith aspect, the academic aspect, the social aspect, and of course we like to fill in the basketball, the athletic side too. And I'm an assistant athletic director, and I love to see all the different sports and how the teams kind of rally around each other and they support each other. And I think it's a very unique thing that we're very blessed to have that kind of spirit at PVI.
Bring it home one more time, too, though. Talk about the impact personally Pat's situation was to you. You guys competed before it all happened, but it seemed like it brought a close friendship even closer after the announcement.
Yeah, I'd say this about this, a little bit of background to it, too, because one of my assistant coaches, Morello Vest, who's been with me for a long time now, he coached Pat in AAU when he was with the Blue Devils. So early on, when Pat was a young coach, I just kind of, hey, he's family to me because he's family to Vest. Mm-hmm. And so him and I really connected, and we talked all these years and have been very, very close. And then it happened, my wife actually worked at St. John's here for a while as an English teacher. And their very first year together, their very first year at the school was at the same time, and they shared a classroom.
Oh,
and
wow.
So it was really nice that my wife, Christina, got a chance to know Pat on that level. And so because of that, we got to know Pat and Natalie very well. And so when everything started happening and I thought it was really important that we tried to help support them. And in a bigger, move aside for just a second that personal side to it. I have a really strong belief that our basketball community is so strong here in the DMV. And, of course, nationwide it should be, and I want everyone to support them. But, like, from a DMV standpoint, when a coach is going through some tough times, basketball is the best sport in the world because of that team unity factor. And so I think Pat embodies that. I think all of us looking at a coach and saying, hey, here's a coach that needs our help. We should rally around him. And I encourage anyone to even just think about all the coaches they had in their lives that inspired them and motivated them and helped them along the way. And so when we have a coach that needs help, maybe we need to rally around. So it doesn't have to be specific even to Pat, but in general. And I think really that's why I hope that people will be willing to donate, open up their pocketbook. And I've, because of the friendship that we've had, we've been able to spend some time, and I've seen the caretakers in action. I've seen all the work that needs to be done for him and the support. And I really do hope people that are willing to help him, because it 100% goes straight to all of that and helping
right.
Pat. And so I just really love the DMV community for how much they love the game of basketball. It's as good as it gets in the country. And I think because of that support that Pat has hopefully benefited from people's charity and recognizing that. And that's my mission as far as trying to bring spotlight to it.
Well, Coach, you do talk fast. Your team does play amazingly fast, and it's very cool to be talking with you today with how fast you rush to have your buddies back with the other coaches in this league. Very awesome.
Yeah, you talk the talk and you walk the walk. We know how much you've meant to Pat's struggle and how much personally you've invested. And I just want to make sure people understand you're in this and you've walked the walk for the last couple of years. You are an inspiration, Coach, and you really are doing something incredibly special here in this conference. And thank you so much for your time.
No, I thank you guys, and I appreciate that. And honestly, I want to just take a second to just speak to Pat. I stood on the sideline where he would stand. I know how much he loves the coach. I know how locked in he is still to this day. He is sharp as ever with understanding and so I just thank you for saying all those very kind things. But it's because Pat is someone that is worthy of all of our help and attention, and I really do hope we all support him and love him and give him that positive energy. and we can continue to do so. And I think I see him over in the corner.
Yes, sir. He's here.
He showed up.
Yep.
So I'm going to make a beeline over there.
Yes, you will.
Say hello to him.
Tell him we say hello. We'll come down in a minute.
And again, let me finish off by saying thank you to you guys for doing what you're doing to try to support all of what's going on here for Pat and Natalie and their fight. So thank you
absolutely.
very much.
And Coach, if we're invited, we'll be there to help out with the options game.
We'll see you on Monday.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we would love to put a spotlight on that.
Oh, I
what
love
you
that.
do.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes.
Okay, yes.
February 9th. I just put it
February
on
9th.
the calendar. February 9th.
Yes.
It's our options program does an amazing job every single year supporting kids within our program. They play during one of our games, and so we're excited to have that spotlight. We'd love to have you guys be
awesome,
there.
awesome.
Cool.
We'll get the date down. We
Very
will
cool.
do our best to be there, Coach.
I love it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Happy
very much.
New Year.
Appreciate it. You too, Coach.
All right, we got 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and I tell you what, I mean, talking to Coach Farello is just amazing. And while we're talking to him,
An amazing basketball
game is going on right behind us. I think
Jackson Reed turned up the defense at the end of the first quarter, pulled it in. It was a tied ball game. Now they're just, I mean, these are heavyweight blows back and forth. They're stepping to the line right now.
I mean,
back
another
at you.
three. That was Angelo Dickerson the third with a tray.
I mean, there's been like 6 lead changes since we started
Well, I
talking
know
to Coach.
Darren Moore has been lighting it up from outside the arc right in front of our face for the Bulldogs on this side of the court. Looking down the other end, Joe McCray, Jack Conady, and Micah Charles all getting loose a little bit in that first quarter.
3-point attempt. No good, and there'll be a foul on the floor. And it is the second quarter. We'll get that changed up. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. 1-point lead. Man, every time we would be talking to Glenn, I just saw another 3-ball go in. Or, I mean, there was a two-handed
power dunk.
Thunderous power dunk involved somewhere in there. Oh, great job keeping his composure there was Caden Diggs.
The ODU commit, 4-star.
Into the lane,
showing
backwards.
why. Oh. But he is showing why with his physical presence.
Ball off Jewel Walker, number 4 for Bullis.
Jewel Walker,
He's a big
man.
boy.
Father Jay Walker, old Howard quarterback, had a little stint in the NFL, does some games on TV. He's going to Ohio State, not for football, not for basketball.
Lacrosse.
He's a stud. Big-time lacrosse player heading to Ohio State.
That's not a bad spot to go if you want to play a little lax. Both teams just playing physical
joining
defense.
Joe Matten at Ohio State next fall.
Big Tasty.
Big, tasty, and, I mean, that's some athleticism heading to that team right now. Those two gentlemen can play.
They say he got it off. Marcel Lane in the lane for Jackson Reed. Adrian Stevens gets into the lane with the left hand off the glass.
Adrian Stevens, man. 15 offers. Yes, the Maryland Terrapins are in the mix, as is most of the ACC.
Kazi can't make it go, but Jackson Reed gets it back.
Great feed, great block.
I mean, Adrian Stevens was at the rim.
Stevens.
That's as close as you can come to goaltending without goaltending. It was an amazing block.
How about that help? Weak side help.
And he powers into the lane.
What a finish.
And one.
Using the highest portion of the backboard. Almost out of bounds when he released it.
Well, we were talking about
There he is right here.
how impressed we were with the offensive efficiency of Paul VI. These two teams right now are unbelievable in terms of their efficiency.
We said it already. This game came down to the last possession, a 1-point win for Bullis last year. There's a little baseline, and there it is again. I mean, that's
This finish right here, the teardrop, falling out of bounds, flexing on the cameraman.
Talking to the camera.
Hello.
Yeah, that was nice.
Don't be afraid to QR that code and get involved in the fight. It's the 2024 Behan Strong Invitational. We're in the second quarter of the second game. Bullis Bulldogs hold a 5-point lead. With Adrian Stevens about to hit the free throw line. As Coach Glenn Farello said, all the proceeds go straight to help Pat Behan in his fight against ALS. What a great community this is. I mean, I just can't say enough about no one in this gym right now forgets why they're here. And that's the beauty of it.
And finishing off that power move, Adrian Stevens started off slow. Now he's got 7 in the column out of nowhere.
Adrian Stevens again.
Yeah, he didn't start off slow in the defensive end.
Down low with a two-hand dunk. The dish from Sakazi.
J.J. Massaquoi.
Massaquoi. I've heard it said both ways already tonight.
Well, he massacred that rim. I know that.
Ooh,
what a rebound. Jewel Walker getting in the mix there.
McCray back the other way. Three ball, and that is good. Scotty Hubbard makes it a 1-point game.
The 4th Tiger to hit a 3 in the first half. Going to have to start closing out on these guys outside that 3-point arc.
Tyler Boston kicks it to Stevens. Frees himself up for a 3, but it's off the front of the rim. McCray back quickly the other way.
McCray is just the typical floor general.
Gets into the lane, loses the handle. Finds Massaquoi.
Strong move,
Fort.
stronger defense.
Denied. Floater no good. McCray. Passing up the 3 to get inside the lane. Sakazi, 3. Rims out. 1.5 to go here in the first half of a 1-point game.
I mean, the shot clock operator can stay, but there's no need for him.
Tyler Boston, okay, using a little bit of clock on this one. Stevens, Boston for 3. No good. Jason Peterson denied at the rim, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
The pace of this game on both ends of the floor is amazing.
There's no need for you and I to be here either, T, because there's not enough time for us to comment.
I find myself just watching for a while.
Marigola's over here sucking down water. Yeah, you act like you've been playing with Ben Hammond or something. Take it easy.
Makes the first. Jason Peterson. I mean, you got the point guards out here, but I mean, it looks like there's 10, 6'4", 215-pounders playing against each other out here. It's crazy.
They're competing like it,
the
too.
5'8" guy.
5'9" and 3/4.
9. Oh, sorry. 3/4.
Justin Gilmore bringing it up. Three-pointer is good.
Wow.
I mean,
Scotty Hubbard.
Jackson Reed is on fire right now in this first half from three-point line.
The student sections.
5 down the hatch.
30 seconds to go here in the first half. Stevens. Boston dishes inside. Jewel Walker.
What
and
a
one.
Unbelievable finish.
That's where you get up and flex, because that was pure strength. What a feed by Boston. Great finish by Walker in traffic. I'm telling you, these buckets are well earned tonight.
Whew.
"17 seconds, shot clock is off. 1 point game. Jackson Reed will close out the first half. Scotty Hubbard gets to the elbow, kicks it. 3-point attempt. Oh, in and out. And that'll do it. After 1 half of fast-paced action.
Wow.
The Bullis Bulldogs in front by 1. We'll be back for the second half in 10 minutes. We'll see you then. All right, welcome back. We got a second half of action on the way. We're seconds away from Bullis and Jackson Reed. 2 more quarters to go. It's been an awesome first half of action. We had a really awesome time with Coach Farello of PVI in the first quarter, and everything on the screen has just been nothing but entertaining. We're here with the 2024 Behan Strong Invitational, live from St. John's College High School, home of the Cadets, home of Pat Behan. Everything about this night goes to support Pat Behan's fight against ALS. The QR code is on the screen. BehanStrong.com. Be a part of the miracle. And thank you guys so much, everyone. I know everybody who's watching us right now made that choice. And we're at First Amendment Sports. We are just proud to be part of this. It's an honor. And with these teams never let us down. Jackson Reed and Bullis getting underway here as the student section, all the way from Tenleytown, pipes up for the Jackson Reed Tigers. Off the glass, right where he left off, Jason Peterson, strong down low. Tyler Boston almost intercepts. He didn't get 2 feet in.
He's been a force down low tonight.
Yes,
Number 11 has made his presence felt.
3-point game here, 7.5 to go in the third.
Interesting. Jackson Reed opens up with a zone defense, trying to stop that penetration by Bullis.
Yeah, it's true. Tyler Boston is extremely physical as he drives into the paint, able to create for his teammates.
J.J. Massaquoi gets to the free throw line, passes it out. Corner 3, no good. Rebound Tigers. Jaden Fort. McCray coming back the other way. Corner 3 again. No good. For Aki Fam. I'm sorry, I had that wrong. That was Scotty Hubbard. Foul on the floor as Jason Peterson was attacking the backboard.
Attack, 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 attack. That's all these guys do.
Jewel Walker in attack mode as well, getting the rebound on the defensive end with a clean box out, getting it back to the point guard, getting it back within the framework of the offense, dribble, drive, dish. He's doing a lot of the grunt work for his teammates out there, Jewel Walker.
Jason Peterson hearing it from the Tigers faithful.
That's how you answer.
That is correct. Joe McCray, number 0 for the Tigers. Takes command. 6 minutes to go here.
5 first half points for Joe McCray.
Sikazi working the baseline, loses the handle. He thought someone was behind him when he first got that ball. He probably had an easier shot. Boston working the other way. Adrian Stevens, no good. McCray pushing.
McCray's handle is unbelievable.
Jewel Walker.
Almost a great play by Jewel Walker. I love it. The one-handed catch, falling down, trying to let go of it.
Get another look at it here as he fight. He saw Peterson in his sights. It's Alan Vogt takes care of the floor.
He slashed through the lane. He slashed through the lane is what happened. Slashed.
And one is Jaden Fort with the left hand.
Jaden Fort leading the team in scoring at 11.3 points per game, but as you've noticed, everyone in here, they got about 6 or 7 guys in the 8 to 12.
Around.
Yes, absolutely. It's just what it is on any given night.
Not dominated
someone else could be the leading scorer. Same thing in the rebound column, guys. So it's a well-oiled team, well coached.
3 ball's good. It's Caden Diggs.
Man,
the senior forward.
This guy can play. 6'7" with great length. Old Dominion University getting a 4-star, highest ranked recruit heading down to play for the Monarchs. It's a grown man's rebound there.
It is. Diggs delivers down low, back outside to Boston. 10 on the shot clock. He gets baseline. He kicks it. It's intercepted. Jaden Fort, who's back the other way now. McCray in the corner, thought about it. Jaden raises up, unable to sink it. Stays a 4-point game, under 4 to go in the third quarter.
Ooh.
Adrian Stevens, this time attacking the floor.
Yeah, the floor lost. Adrian Stevens getting called for the offensive foul there. This is he's been a big conversation with Tony Bennett recently. UVA seems to be all over this guy. It's weird to say Stanford is coming at him. He's also an ACC. Stanford's in the ACC? I mean, what are we talking about here?
It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense to me anymore as we welcome Coach Scribner to the gym. But yeah, it's. I mean,
it's what it is now, man.
Do they qualify as Atlantic? What part of the Atlantic are they touching?
Hey, I know this.
UCLA, USC is part of the Big Ten.
Maryland has a home game, football game versus USC next year, and a road game at Oregon. So I mean, it's just a new world we live in. So.
Yep.
Made for TV. 3:48 to go in the third 4-point contest. As the coaches drawing up a frenetic end to this quarter. 2024 Behan Strong Invitational, the gym. Definitely a little bit of a buzz in the second half. This is a great matchup.
It is a great matchup. And in the first half, it was back and forth. They stepped to the line. They were trading blows. The scoring has slowed down here in the second half to start, but the pace has not. These guys are playing incredible defense as well on that end of the floor and creating some things for themselves, just not getting the ball to fall right now.
And Bullis without the 7-foot floor spacer, Eric Reed. He is a guy that's been offered by a ton of guys. That's a Purdue. Of course, they want the 7-footer who can stretch the floor. Villanova, Ohio State, Notre Dame. But this Bullis team's coming off a win over IMG.
That's big.
Huge win over IMG. Then they were upset by Moravian Prep without big Eric Reed. And I tell you what, Jackson Reed doesn't care. They said, we played to the end of the wire last year. We'll do it again.
Justin Gilmore on the floor for guard. In the air, the alley-oop, no good. As they were going for it.
It was there, just a mistimed pass.
Natalie, good to see you, Natalie.
Mrs. Behan in the house.
That's right. Oh, and the denial as Jaden Fort sends it back the other way. Boston attacking. And the three ball is
how
good
about
for
Boston?
Adrian Stevens.
How about Boston finding Stevens cross court for the open three ball? The same way Rhode Island is getting the gem with Ben Hammond is how I feel about Tyler Brown heading to Holy Cross, man. I believe he starts there and plays. He's their guy for the next 4 years.
Shaden Fort.
Oh, nice
Pocket
strip. Good
picked.
hands.
I'll tell you what. 2.5 to go. They've stretched the lead out to 7. The defense, like you said, Kev, the defensive pressure's picked a little bit up. I think in the spirit of the night, too, the referees maybe swallowing the whistle just a little bit, let these guys play. I think that's the right thing to do.
Well, Tyler Boston said, come on, man, we're trying to go here.
That's right. Darren Moore bringing it up for the Bulldogs. Boston dishes, deep three, no good, rebound. Marcel Lane. Sakazi hangs for the bank shot.
Nice job using the glass. Hey, 2 of the last 3 possessions, Tyler Boston not only has found the open man, but hit him directly in the shooting pocket. He's the type of guy that you die to play with, and I know Adrian Stevens has been wide open. He's the one benefiting from that ability from Mr. Boston.
Adrian Stevens for 3. Sakazi back the other way. Working on Darren Moore. Nice baseline pass. Micah Charles gets into the lane. Not good. Jewel Walker, if he has his hands on it, he's probably coming away with it. Only thing that could stop Adrian Stevens is possibly a wet floor.
Wilson, Jackson Reed looks like they're getting a bit fatigued here. A bunch of short jump shots.
Yeah, they've gotten a little fatigued. Their shots off. They were on fire at 37-30. It was the largest lead of the game. They're fighting right now to try to get it back even.
And there's Stevens with a buttery three-pointer. And there's the pickpocket from Boston.
Each time Jackson Reed has fallen behind slightly, they've gone to their defense. Their defense has turned it up, creating some turnovers and some transition points. Maybe this break right here will help them get back into that rhythm.
Little Whitney playing in the background. My man Curtis is on the turntables again. Is that how it works?
I think, yeah.
2024.
Kurt Cross will make it's 2024. Oh, man.
It's so great. I'm
Where'd
looking
that
at the
come from?
student section from Jackson Reed. Loving some Whitney Houston.
No, they call this the oldies.
The oldies.
I
It's a
know.
classic. Darren Moore to Boston. He gets to the baseline.
Again.
Stevens spins in, kicks it. Boston for 3. No good. Micah Charles with the rebound. Kai settles in the ball game here for the Tigers. He got the rebound. Scramble for the ball. And we'll go with the tie-up, I believe. Oh, no, they got a timeout. Stevens got the timeout called.
It's the right call as well.
Yep, it's happening right in front of us.
We saw it. Jackson Reed did not have a man with a hand on the ball. They were just grappling around down there, and Walker got the timeout call. Walker's been doing all the dirty work today, guys.
That's a tough living, too, on the floor in the lane.
Oh, he's been doing
this. It's crazy.
He's been getting the grimy work done nonstop all
Yep.
day long, and mostly in the lane. And when you're built
Yep.
like that, you better be if that's how you're going to play the game. love the way he gives this team energy by getting in there and getting it done. And also, you talk about games like this, coaches like this, halftime adjustments come out. This game has taken on a whole different personality in the second half. You got Bruce Kelly with a guy like Paul DiStefano on the sidelines over there. Paul DiStefano in his 6th decade coaching high school basketball in this area. Remarkable. Remarkable enough that I believe as a St. John's cadet he belongs in our Athletic Hall of Fame. I know I'll be voting for him, but he's on that sidelines right there for Bullis tonight in the gym that he was in for about 14 years. And it's a nice guy to have when you look down there when the times get tough. Shout out Coach DiStefano. Having Adrian Stevens doesn't hurt either, T-Bird.
It does not. This kid plays so tough. He's a floor general. He, like you say, he's doing a lot of dirty work.
Stevens into the corner. Good if it goes. Good defense. That'll be it for 3 quarters. We've got a 5-point game here, boys. Focus on the defense here, especially in the second and third quarters, as the frenzied offense in the first quarter slowed down considerably, and you can tell by the tongues hanging out of these kids that there's some tired pups. They're playing hard defense, and in this fourth quarter, we're going to get an update from legit stats here. We'll get a sense of where things stand, but
well, I'll tell you, it was 9-5.
It was 9-5 in the third quarter.
Yes.
So points-wise,
yes.
we got that taken
we got
care
points.
of.
Well, it didn't. There wasn't too many to count, and if I don't have to go down to my toes, I'm usually pretty good.
I mean, we all appreciate that.
Yeah, I believe that's true. There it is. That pass right there from Tyler Boston hit Adrian Stevens directly in rhythm, right where he needed to catch it so he could get that shot started, and it's a gorgeous one. He's got a quick release, and he ain't afraid to shoot it either. As the students are confused by this Motown Philly song. Great confusion rapidly taking over the gym.
All right. We got you here through 3 quarters of play. Leading scorers for Jackson Reed, Sakazi and Hubbard, 6 each. Peterson for Bullis at 10, and Moore with 8 points. Looking at this, the total assists. We always like to see the assists. 7 assists for Bullis, 5 assists for Jackson Reed.
One thing that won't show up on that stat sheet, both teams giving all they got on the defensive end of the floor.
2 times, and now they get a third possession. Crowd wanted to see something there.
Oh!
And at the buzzer, the 3 ball.
Lucas Sakazi just putting it up for the desperation of the shot clock, and it pulls it off.
Great feed. Another great
Nice
feed.
dish. You can't even hear the whistle, but it was blown. Foul's going to go on Sakazi, I believe. As Jackson Reed cuts the lead to 2. Jason Peterson.
This Jackson Reed team has only lost twice. They lost to the Kell Academy from Marietta, Georgia, and Gonzaga. And that is Gonzaga, obviously a top 15 team in the country.
Yep. Gonzaga had a tough night last night.
Well, O'Connell.
Another really good WCAC team.
No one should ever be shocked by any of these outcomes, but it's still remarkable to follow. And Joe Wood's got quite the senior-laden team out there this year, but Gonzaga's not going anywhere.
No, Coach Steve Turner, he'll have them ready for the tournament. Ball be inbounded. It'll stay. I'm sorry, it will be Jackson Reed ball. Justin Gilmore will put it in the hands of Joe McCray. In a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, just the way we like it. Jaden Fort works baseline. And I believe that's going to be off of
Yeah, that was a nice play.
Dickerson. As the Tigers able to bounce that off the.
Hubbard did a great job of throwing it off at Dickerson as it went out of bounds.
The official on it, Darren Cox, younger brother of Dave Cox, associate head coach at the University of Maryland.
A little Euro.
Yeah, stutter.
Stutter, a Euro stutter there for Caden Diggs.
Caden Diggs, the #1 ranked player in the state of Maryland in the senior class.
Well, that's something.
That's a lot of something.
Yeah, that's something.
I'm telling you, Old Dominion. Gorgeous campus, right there in the water.
And
what a finish.
Nice
Jaden
double
Fort.
clutch.
And they worked hard to get that ball down low to him. And you can see here, hanging in the air over Darren Moore.
Three the hard way, pulls it within 2 again.
Giving Boston a little bit of a blow here. Stevens bringing it down for the Bulldogs. Diggs at the elbow, spins, 10 on the shot clock. Moore loses the handle for the shot clock, kicks it out to the corner. They got to put it up.
Wow.
Caden Diggs for 3.
That's how you get to them high rankings, sir.
Long distance 3.
Called a foul.
And he'll attempt 3.
And no one's arguing.
No, no, they are not.
That last possession got a little frenetic. Bullis didn't move the ball at all. It got to be a little dribbly. It started getting pounded, but then all of a sudden you got to force our #1 ranked player in the state to dig you out of that ditch right there, and that's exactly what happened with Mr. Diggs.
Calmly makes the first. Chance to cut it to 2 here with his 3rd attempt.
It's also a nice luxury to have your backup point guard be Adrian Stevens. He seems like the perfect type of player, UVA. The Tony Bennett guy.
Using the clock.
Yeah.
Drive. Gets to the bucket. Makes it look easy.
Sure does. Charlottesville would love it.
5-point game, under 5 to play. Controlled by Jackson Reed. 3-pointer no good.
I mean, absolutely have gone cold from 3-point in the second half here, Jackson Reed has.
When you play defense as hard as they do, it's bound to happen to you. That shot was flat. We've noticed a lot of 2 missed free throws on the short part of the rim. Hey, it was just Christmas a week ago. You know, you got to cut these guys a break.
Bullis spreading it out. Stevens ISO up top. Gets into the lane. Good defense.
Great help, D.
McCray driving. Leaves it for the three-point attempt, which is good. As Sakazi stays hot in the fourth quarter, 2-point game.
Yeah. He said, pipe down, announcer. I'm going to stick this one right down the throat.
Shooters keep shooting.
Yes, sir.
No matter what.
And that never had a doubt.
That's good looking.
I love when these guys play and they let us announce it. It's tremendous.
It's good to see the crowd over there. Coach Behan enjoying a great game from the baseline.
There you got it.
The floor he put some work in on over the years.
Scan those codes. Donate to the Behan Strong Punch Back for Pat. It's the whole reason why we're here tonight, along with some entertaining basketball.
And the student section for Jackson Reed is standing right over the Bullis bench, which is a setup you don't always see.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
It's a bold move, Cotton. It reminds me of the Wizards, the Bullets guy who used to, I forget his name, was it Ficker?
Robin Ficker.
Robin
sir.
Ficker.
Robin Ficker.
He would stand, and they had moved timeouts because of him in the NBA.
Yep.
He had his son play at the play lacrosse. He would do it during lacrosse games, too.
It's a genius move by the Tigers student section.
Yeah, I wonder which one of these young students is going to achieve the Robin Ficker Award.
All right.
I think he went into politics.
Fresh legs.
Shockingly.
Tyler Boston. Stevens working hard.
Yeah,
they're going to get him for a step.
It was the right call.
It was a little awkward. Yeah.
He got caught.
You can see Bullis really wanting, they're happy to use 20-plus seconds per possession. Make Jackson Reed just work that extra hard on the defensive side. Sakazi, fade away.
Big time defense. That's just
Stevens on the D.
great defense. Earn your team a stop and possession.
Boston. Stevens will be back up top. Caden Diggs finds the baseline. That's a pretty good looking shot.
He's been feeling it since that last three he hit at the end of that possession 2 possessions ago. You knew he wanted to get it and get up with it. Big bucket.
McCray all the way.
Hang on a second. He
Gilmore
floated through.
Picking up Boston full court. And they'll spread it out.
Boston showing he can get to that lane when he wants it.
10 on the shot. Nice.
There,
Inbound to Jewel Walker.
He's a strong player, man.
Just got the hips turned of the defender. And nice bounce pass to Jewel. Hubbard from the corner. 1 point game. Timeout on the floor. Scotty Hubbard, he's staying hot.
I mean, what a great redirect out there.
Yeah, Justin Gilmore did a good job there. He's in the air,
play.
spinning, dishing.
Bullis put forth quite the effort that defensive possession. They did everything right. The ball squirts out to the corner. And we knew this game was going to come down to the wire. We know how these guys play, their style of play.
Yeah, that's what these kinds of tournaments are great for. I mean, there's just so many high school basketball tournaments. You got to get some good ones where the matchups make sense. It's perfectly entertaining for the crowd. Looks like it's a pretty good workout out there, too.
Well, I'll tell you guys, after they fire us from this gig, I'll meet you here the first week of every season to watch Jackson Reed take on Bullis.
Without a doubt.
I feel like we've gotten 2 free, so next 2 are on me.
Nothing but QR codes on the screen for you guys. Hit it up. Under 2 to go. 1-point game.
Jackson Reed picking up full court, going to make every second difficult.
Walker, Boston, Stevens. Stevens up top. And with 10 to go on the shot clock, it's back in the hands of Boston. A nice step over. Too short there. Is Darren Moore unable to connect on an open shot. Jackson Reed with the chance now. Sakazi hangs, and it goes.
Great move.
Stevens back quickly the other way.
Left-handed.
Oh, and it spins out. And they'll get that call on Sakazi, I believe.
On the floor, I believe.
I thought that was a 3, but.
On the floor, I'm saying.
On the floor, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I mean, there's only 3 fouls. 3 fouls for Bullis and 2 fouls for Jackson Reed.
Now, they've definitely let him play.
I don't know when the last time, maybe it was the first quarter was the last time Jackson Reed had the lead.
It's the first time they've had the lead in the second half.
For sure. All right, referees sorting it out, explaining it all to the coaches. They're asking, it looks like Scotty Hubbard is going to take a seat. Maybe he's got a cut or something they got to address. Jewel Walker set up for the inbound, bounces around, finds the hands of Boston. Corner 3 for Darren Moore.
Darren Moore.
2-point game, 48 seconds to go. McCray into the lane. Rolls around. Big time rebound.
Wow.
As Jaden Ford ties this game up.
Shot clock is off, guys.
Coach Kelly said, get up, get across the timeline.
2 timeouts each.
Coach Kelly just pointed at the clock and said, you got this from here, Boston. Referees letting them go as they get the call on McCray.
How about that defense?
Crowd was getting into that matchup.
And with 3 fouls to give, why not play like that? Who cares?
Absolutely.
I've been impressed with McCray's game all night. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but he does a great job on both ends of the floor of just being calm, making good plays, being in the right position.
And T, on the last possession, he caught it, power dribble to the right with a great move and shot a shot. It was short, got wedged in a little bit, and he looked at the official. He was frustrated. He wanted that shot so bad, he didn't hesitate for 1 second on that corner 3. That's the type of guy you want to get the ball in their hands at this time of game.
But to have Fort be able to come down with that huge rebound, offensive rebound, and put back to tie it up.
Now you got one of the staffs with the most experience in this area right now, drawing something up with 7.8 seconds left in the tie ball game. This is why you get out of the house on a Wednesday night, fellas.
We'll put the ball in the hands of Boston and let them create. And you got nothing but shooters around them.
It's a side out here. You got to have something drawn up. You can have someone coming baseline to a corner, someone flashing somewhere to the high post. But I'm going to tell you right now, the ball is getting in my man, Mr. Stevens' hands.
Without
if I
a
got
doubt,
something
number
to say about
13
it.
is absolutely going to be in charge. And if he can draw the defense to him and all of a sudden Caden Diggs is wide open.
Tyler Boston throwing the ball in.
And now we got a timeout. Jackson Reed, as they'll get a chance to look at what Bruce Kelly had cooked up.
I don't know, but after Boston throws that ball in, he's heading to that basket with his head down. I'd make sure I kept my eye on him. If they come out in that 4-line stack again against that man look.
And just so we're keeping track, Coach Kelly did move his timeout onto the floor and away from the Jackson Reed student section. Good for them.
And the soundtrack of 1997 continues.
Yes.
What a ball game this has been. Like we said, both teams have 3 fouls to give. Imagine this to be a very physical possession. You got the corner.
Timeout.
Here's the flash. Yeah. Well defended.
That would have been a long cross-court pass. If that's what they were looking for from Stevens. It's a little game of chess here between these coaches. But was that, Kevin and T, was that Coach Kelly taking a look at what Jackson Reed was doing on defense?
I think they were trying to get Stevens on a lob pass to the far side.
Okay.
And it was just so well defended.
I tell you right
Boston
now.
did the right thing. Call timeout. Don't force anything. You had timeout to take.
So now
they're out of timeouts.
Now Bullis
Jackson
is out.
Reed has one.
Exactly.
Can't take it with you. Coach Johnson coaching his butt off over there.
Hey, they have let them play. The way this game has been called, you imagine you are going to need to take this ball to the hole with strength. This is no time for any double pump fadeaway. This is get that thing in there and be a man about it.
Sign me up for these refs and this reffing in the WCAC tournament.
They've done a great job tonight. Al Batista should be writing all A-pluses on the report card. I know he never has had to do that all that often previously, but tonight's the night.
Massaquoi way down low for Jackson Reed. As the ball's going to find Stevens' hand with 7.8. Clock's running. Stevens under 4 seconds for 3. And we're going to overtime. Why not?
This game deserved it. Without a doubt, it deserved it.
I wanted to see someone crashing to the hole with reckless abandon there.
Strong shooting. The offenses did wake up there in the fourth quarter. Not a 9-5 quarter, that's for sure.
This has been an awesome ball game.
2 years in a row. Patrick Volk in the house. Good to see you, sir.
4 minutes on the clock. 4 minutes. Extra hoops. That's 4 extra minutes for you guys to donate.
That's right.
To
QR
the
code.
Behan Strong. QR code in the top right. There it is. It's awesome to see Coach in the house tonight, man. It's just it's very special to have Coach Pat Behan.
Everything changed.
Yeah, it really did.
When he got here.
Well, everyone started playing some defense, didn't they? Fantastic.
All right, we will get underway here as Jason Peterson awaits his counterpart, Jackson Reed.
I believe both teams get one extra timeout here, but it's not.
Hasn't populated yet.
And like we said, team fouls 3-3.
All right, Jaden Fort, Jason Peterson once again. This time, controlled by the Tigers. Sakazi. McCray. They'll get the first shot at taking the lead here in OT. Down low.
I love the design there, though.
Spin it in, yeah. It was perfect.
Jackson Reed bumped up that offensive set so they could have a little high-low look. Great turn and seal. Couldn't get it finished.
Walker to Boston. 10 on the shot clock. Loses the handle. Hits the corner. Caden Diggs for 3. Hey,
Diggs.
There he is.
Bullis has done a great job of penetration and kicking it out for those open threes in the second half.
Here we go. All 5 guys above the free throw line here, trying to draw that Bullis defense out. They're going to get a low cut here.
Sakazi flashed.
They had him. I think that was deflected.
Yeah,
Oh.
Scotty Hubbard lost the handle. It's going to be Bullis ball.
Caden Diggs. Sticking the second 3 of the night at the most opportune time.
Stevens hands it off to Caden. Back to Stevens. Ten on the shot clock. Interception. Sakazi. Now he's doubled in the corner. Finds Gilmore. Sakazi gets into the lane and he throws it down. Almost throws it down. I thought he was about to. He lays it in.
He wanted to. He got knocked off his balance a little bit.
Overtime with 2 minutes left. You might not have all the legs left.
1 point game here. Bullis taking their time. Jewel Walker gets it up to Caden Diggs on the outside, and ball's found. Adrian Stevens' hands. Once again, working under 10.
What a job.
Boston with a nice little shot from the elbow.
I'm not sure if I've seen him take a jump shot all evening. But right now, in overtime, when his team needs him, free throw line extended, that's what your senior point guard gets done.
Yeah.
And they'll get Stevens.
There's no reason not to play maniacal defense here. No one's in foul trouble. There's no shooting. There's a minute 28.
That's beautiful.
Dig-
you still have
dig
fouls
in.
to give an OT.
Dig in.
Without a doubt. McCray working on Boston. They get it inside. And one as Jaden Fort still has enough energy left.
Not much has been called all night. I'm not sure about that one.
Jewel Walker exhorting his teammates to stay tough. Tie ball game, 56-56. Diggs on Sakazi. Jewel Walker. Boston, floater.
Point guard, senior. Here we go.
4 straight points. As he puts the Bulldogs up 2 with 45 seconds to go in this overtime frame. Gilmore spins into the lane. And he'll go to the line. Bit of a late whistle. And they'll call that on Boston. calmly makes the first. Justin Gilmore with a chance to tie this game. And he does.
Clutch.
The senior guard. About a 10-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. As Boston gets into the lane, Justin Gilmore with a nice rebound. Shot clock's turned off. Jackson Reed can hold for the last shot. Coach Johnson's going to use his last timeout with 13.2 seconds. He'll draw something up. Who's getting this ball?
I don't know. With one to give, it could be whoever the defense dictates.
I think you give it to McCray, let him penetrate, see what he can get, but then they really want to get the ball to Fort down low. That's where they've been trying to go all second half. Fort's been the one that's been making the clutch shots and clutch plays. I think ultimately it's Fort you want to get the ball in the hands of somewhere in the paint.
I got no problem with that. In the 13 seconds, there is enough time to let him go to work downstairs.
Man, double extra? You guys feeling it? You ever get that feeling we could be here for a long time tonight?
I do get that feeling. Actually.
I do too.
I had that feeling when we showed up at 4.
Yeah.
But I'll take extra.
So we still got the cadets hosting and taking on the cadets.
That's right. I think Curtis, he's deep. I mean, his 90s hip hop. I mean, he's got a whole box of CDs over there.
You just got to hope the 5-disc changer makes it through the evening.
Kazi to inbound to McCray. Clock moving under 10. Gilmore gets into the downstairs and he puts it in.
What a move.
Wow, he read the play. He read it
He
right.
did.
And he's going to the line for a free throw.
They wanted to go inside, but they left the lane open, and he just took it. It was wide open. It was the right decision, and he finished strong, getting fouled.
Great take to the hole. Wow.
Here he goes.
Only a senior guard has taken a shot in the last 2 minutes for both sides, and that's what you get when you get two extremely well-coached ball clubs. Justin Gilmore. I was going to say, if he misses, they got to go. Nope, they got one extra each. They just want to put up there. There we go.
3-point game, 4.8.
And now Bullis has no timeouts remaining. And they only need a 3.
And they only need a 3.
That's all. Justin Gilmore, how about that? The quickness, the clutch, going there and finishing off the play at the free throw line. Oh, man. It's good work on a Wednesday night.
That's not
working
too
overtime.
Shabby.
Yes. We can't stop talking about this soundtrack, but it's amazing.
BBD. Justin Gilmore.
Yeah, he got clobbered and he finished.
Got there first. BehanStrong.com. That's your landing spot. Get part of the fight against ALS. There's an extra bonus here. Down to the finish. Bullis needs to go the length of the floor. Intercepted by Jackson Reed, and that will do it. No foul. 61-58 as the Jackson Reed Tigers avenged their loss last year in this very same gym, in this very same time slot. This time outlasting the Bullis Bulldogs in overtime. And I think they're enjoying this one. On behalf of First Amendment Sports and the Behan Strong organization, don't go anywhere.
We got more.
We got another game coming up. St. John's Cadets versus the Frederick Cadets. That game will start probably a faster turnaround than we saw previously. We'll leave
about 15 minutes.
Yeah, about 15 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. Once again, in overtime, Jackson Reed over Bullis, 61-58. We'll see you in a few.